Immediately, I noticed that choices B and C are basically the same thing, right? What does a semicolon do? In most cases, it is just a period. So the fact that B and C are basically a period and a semicolon, which are the same thing, means they're probably both wrong. Now, of course, if it's one of those weird cases where the semicolon is being used for a complicated list, I can readjust. But for now, it's a pretty good sign that I'm just thinking about whether or not I need this which and this comma here to maybe add on an extra clause, since that's usually what which does. So we're going to look at this. We're not going to read the first sentence because it's not going to matter. This is a punctuation question. So only the sentence that we have the blank in is the one that matters. So let's see what it says. This changed in 1735 with the passage of the Engravers Copyright Act, which gave engravers control over the distribution and sale of all prints made from their designs. Yeah, that seems pretty normal, just like how I would write a sentence. I could definitely take a look at D. It would get rid of everything there and just basically kind of continue. This changed in 1735 with the passage of the Engravers Copyright Act gave engravers control over the distribution. No, the only reason that would be right is if you didn't read the whole sentence, right? If we started with the Engravers Copyright Act gave engravers control over the distribution and sale of all prints made from their designs, then that would be a sentence. But the whole sentence, like the real independent clause here, starts earlier. This changed in 1735, and that's the sentence, and now we're adding just kind of description on, and so we don't want another sentence anywhere here. So D is definitely wrong, and certainly if I had the word which and then kind of treated that as its own sentence, it wouldn't make sense. Which gave engravers control over the distribution and sale of all prints made from their designs. Definitely not an independent clause. Definitely not something that could have stood alone as it does in B and C, because that's basically what we'd be saying, is that that would be its own sentence. I'm hoping you know enough English to be able to hear that. This is a relatively easy question. The correct answer definitely kind of conforms to what I would want to write naturally, but also we have this little rule that, look at certain answer choices first. And yes, in 98% of cases, the semicolon and the period are doing the exact same thing. So if you have both of those options without any of the words changing, you can get rid of them both and then go from there.